Alright, you guys, it's the show. It's the show. It's the show. It's the asshole cooking show. It's the show. It's the show. I'm gonna make what I'm calling it chili marinara today. This is gonna be a different chili, but it's chili nonetheless. Because I wanted to make chili again. We wanted to make chili again, so got the meat started. I already wrecked the stove. I barely got things started. I already starting to wreck the stove already. But yeah, first step, we're just jumping right into it. I'm gonna get this meat cooked and strained. But first that I'm gonna go ahead and dump these chili beans into the strainer here. Be careful not to strain myself. This is what me and my partner are doing. She gave me a good idea which makes chili better. It's like wonderful way. You take the beans and then you put them and wash them here. Makes it, and I did. You know what? The last chili recipe I do, she's right. It tastes a lot better because I guess something about that in the chili or whatever the juice in there. It makes some people think it makes the chili taste like shit. I kind of, sort of agree because it's like a syrupy liquid that your chili beans are in. Whether you this time I'm using Joan of Arc brand chili beans instead of the kidney beans I used in the last video. Joan of Arc brand are actually the better beans. But just gonna like wash some of that juice out of there. But I'm gonna have to strain that meat after I get the meat cooked. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in something. I'm already using this one pot, so I'm going to get the cast iron pot out here. Get this out of here. It's heavy as shit when I'm holding it with one hand, but I'm going to cook in this because I've already started the meat. I got more meat cooking in here, so I decided to drag it right out now. I even left a lid on it too, and it's heavy as hell. But for some reason, I grabbed that and that with one hand. Can you imagine that? I just realized now that this shit out of the way. Move this back. Yeah, I'm just going to get ready to take care of this. We're going to get some tomato soup here. And we're going to have this, and I'm going to do that in about a second as soon as I pause this camera. Because then I'm going to take it and put it in here ahead of time. And I need to get that out of here because I'm going to put the meat in there and get all that damn grease out. So that's got to come out of here and go in here. So open these cans. So what we're going to do is I'm going to throw in this tomato soup. I got Campbell's this time, the good quality stuff. I'd rather get Campbell's because this tomato paste, it's great value, but I could have got Contadina or something. Check it out of there. Then I'm gonna get a can of water and then scoop it up. But I'm using one hand here, so I'm gonna. Oh, everybody knows you just scoop it out with a spoon. It's no big deal, not rocket science. But yeah, we're gonna throw a can of water in there in a second. But here's where this comes into play. We get our pizza, our strombolis, and onion rings, and we always get these extra marinara sauces. And I did in the video where I'm throwing them in the spaghetti. They give you this extra. We don't like to waste it. I'm a firm believer in not letting anything go to waste. So I'm going to take each of these and just open them up, and I'm going to throw each one in there. I'm going to scoop each one of them out with a spoon and all that stuff too, and not use them all. But I mean, like that. But since I'm using only one hand, I'm going to do that, pause the camera and do that. But yeah, you really want to see me take them all dump them out. But yeah, I'm going to throw them all in. And the meat's going to go in here. But anyway, I dropped it. I paused the camera. I'm going to pause the camera so I can take the spoon and scoop each of them out. But you don't want to watch a whole video of me just doing all of that. That'd be like watching paint dry, you know what I mean? So So I'm just going to mix that up a little bit. The meat's got to cook a little while anyway, but I'm going to throw the meat in there after I strain it. But yeah, it's still got to cook. Ugh. Damn it. Scrape the bottom, make sure it doesn't. We're going to strain the grease out. You know, as soon as that cooks, that's going to be a little while. But cooked. I'm going to get the grease out. Oops. I'm going to take the glove here, grab it, because I'm going to wash this grease out too. Then we're going to simmer it. Oh. Don't got to do everything entirely perfect as far as this, because we're going to simmer it some more anyway. Want to not get any other morsels of meat that are laying here. I'll scrape it with a spoon later. I don't want to waste it. Then I'm going to just run some water and wash the grease out, because I know you get better flavor. You get better flavor if you try to wash a little bit of the taste of that fatty ass grease out of there too. It's one of the little secrets, I think, too. But I'm going to scoot this over here. Drag this. Be careful, that's still hot. I'm going to start to turn this on right there and get it simmering. But now let this drain here a little bit. I want to drip it all over the place. I'm going to throw this in. See, that's why I use this thing, because this is filling up pretty good anyway. I'm going to mix it on in there. I'm going to throw a cup of, maybe a can or two of water in a second, but first I want to get this started. See, I got a little bit of extra meat. I had this half a thing of the meat that I wanted to use up, but go like that. See, and that's still a little on the thick side, so... Oh, damn it. I threw away the can, but I'll use this measuring cup. I took everything. I like to try to be neat and more neat and organized. I went and... I paused, and I'll use the measuring cup, because I'm trying to be neater about it and get away with the garbage. While I paused the video, I wanted to get rid of the garbage right away, so... Just going to get a measuring cup full of water, because this is going to be thick with all that. Hopefully the marinara, we had a lot of that. It ain't going to be too strong for you there. I mean, see, I'm throwing that in there. That works out pretty good. Geez, one whole measuring cup like that. Oops, I hope I didn't accidentally put too much in. This is going to thicken. The tomato paste in there, that's going to thicken anyway, so I think I gauged it just right. Oh, look, see, when I'm mixing it, it's going to be fine. I'm not going to put anything extra in this time, because this is according to my partner's instructions this time, like her recipe and all that, and there's stuff that I don't want to put too much of certain things that... the last chili, it was all just for me to eat, because there's stuff that she can't really have in there. Won't bore you with the details, but... Well, plus, like I said, too, according to whoever else you're with, like in a asshole cooking show, there's times where you cook according to what you're going to eat, if you're going to eat it, but then you can cook for your guests that you know real well that are into a lot of things like garlic or whatever, or you could have relatives that maybe you and your partner don't care about having around, which we don't have a problem. But if you wanted to do, like it says, watching this, if you have some people that you don't give a damn about coming around, just cook it. And then they come over there and they got to eat it or whatever. You could do something funny too. But we're just going to do basically this. Like I said, we're recycling the marinara that we order these pizzas, these strombolis, and we don't like to waste. Especially, I don't like to waste, so I like to mix that in. So I'm showing you this with chili this time for that reason. I take that marinara and I put it in spaghetti too. I made a video, I think, or two when I was doing that. Okay, we're gonna. This might get thicker as it's simmering, so if it does, we'll just add a teensy bit of water as we go, because one thing, a tomato paste has a tendency to kind of make it thick. All right, so I'm gonna pause. That might be a little hot there. Take the lid off with the glove. Oh yeah, might as well turn that off. Let it sit. It's a little smoldering hot now. You're not ready? You don't already have any yet? Okay, we could. Oh, you want to say hi?
Hi.
Yep, it's her recipe this time, so I'm going to get ready to serve. Just so you guys know that I just don't do this stuff and I'm just talking to myself and you guys in the camera. Like, so I had that dipper here something where, here it is. I think I'll get hers first. I'm going to go ahead and serve it. And see, like, since it's her recipe, I want anything extra in it, which I probably won't. But if I put any other extra stuff, I can do that on my own bowl anyway, because she can't have garlic like she used to be able to have. But there's some in there for me. Bloip. 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 And bloip. Oh. And bloip. Alright, so there you have it. That's our chili. Our chili marinara there, and that concludes this video, this episode, and hope you enjoyed it. And so, thank you for watching the show. This has been the show, the Asshole Cooking Show. Thank you for watching the show.